You were nothing, non-existent, and you still are. But you feel yourself materializing. The void around you is expansive and endless. There is nothing and everything at the same time, and it's as if by instinct you are asked, what is your username? aka character name. As soon as you speak your username, the void disappears and the world appears as white for just a moment before your eyes adjust. You are in a medium-sized room, relatively speaking, and the walls are made of a light-colored wood with a couple of paintings dotting the two side walls. The floor is a smooth quartz, and in front of you are two doors. Above each one is a wooden sign. The one on the right says class selection. The one on the left, character customization. If you look at yourself, you appear as a default character in a brand new game. Average looking in every way. Hi, and welcome to episode 2 of Adventure SMP. We are so excited to have you here. My name is Tay, also known as Seashell Vince, and today we have my players. That's your guys' cue.
Hi.
Wonderful.
I froze on the bit. I was trying to come up with a bit and I froze.
That's
There
okay.
were too many choices.
Say your name, say your character name, pronouns, all that jazz.
I'm Jamie. I'm playing Dr. Bob. I go by use they them pronouns. Dr. Bob uses any. They are currently a level 1 human warlock of some flavor or other, I am sure.
Alright, who's next?
Hello,
I'll go
I
next.
am
Or Petal
Oh.
Kim.
I'm good either way.
We need an order for this.
You guys are...
Go ahead.
Okay.
Introductions are hard when you have someone who's always new.
Oh my gosh.
Like, we'll have to go over this with them every week.
Hi, I'm Petal. I am new. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Crizis, who is a Shatterkai rogue. His pronouns are he, him, not rogue, bard. Why did I say that? I know my character, I promise. Shatterkai just have rogue vibes. I think that's where I got that from. But nope, Crizis is not a rogue. He is a bard. He is bad at music, but he's a bard nonetheless.
He's doing his best, and that's what matters.
Exactly.
And last?
Now it's my turn. So I am Felian Arden, and I am playing the adorable heron gun fighter, Azalea. She's a little bunny, she's precious, and she uses she, her pronouns. I use she, they pronouns.
Wonderful. So, real quick, just so that all of chat is aware of the trigger warnings for today. There's content of cult, sacrificing, death, kidnapping, and torture. If it is something that upsets you or you do not want to listen to, please step away. There is no issue. Nobody is going to be upset. But those themes are in today and next time's episodes. Unless they speedrun this, then it would just be in today's, but I don't think they're going to speedrun it. Last time we met our characters, they went through character creation and customization. They met some people, found some missing posters. Let's see, what else did you guys do? That's the main stuff I've written down.
We met people, found missing posters, and went to a new place.
You guys kind of went wandering to go find those people, and then stumbled upon a portal that you jumped through.
I have to say, we didn't just go to a new place and stumble across a portal. We were marching towards our almost certain death.
That is very much the vibe that I gave you guys, and you guys went, okay, bet.
Crizis still isn't sure he can die.
Fair. So you guys went through that portal, and as you come through, you notice that your feet are quite wet. You're wading in water that's about a foot deep. In front of you is a giant sandcastle sits on the water's edge. You can see a path leading up the mountain behind it. And as the sun begins to set on the world, the hill is bright with light. What would you guys like to do? You are standing in water with ground mere feet in front of you, giant sandcastle, and a path up a hill.
Azalea's going to freak out because the golden carrots are gone.
Oh, yeah, no, your inventory's pretty much empty. However, Azalea, what is your passive?
Passive perception 13.
Yeah, you notice and honestly can smell that there are carrots growing in the garden right next to the sandcastle.
Carrots are nice, but they're not golden carrots.
No, they're not, but they're carrots.
Carrots are good. Azalea immediately leaves the water and is just, I'll be right back. There's carrots over here.
Cool. You can get
just nods.
You can get a full stack of carrots.
Wonderful.
Are you replanting?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Azalea knows better.
Fair.
Crizis is gonna take a look at the sandcastle. How big is the sandcastle?
So Crizis is, a decent height. It's probably 3 to 4 Crizis tall.
Oh, wow.
It is a giant sandcastle. There's a door, windows, everything.
Awesome.
Like, someone put time and effort into this thing.
Crizis is, like, does it look like we can go in the sandcastle?
I mean, there's a door.
Is the door closed at the moment?
Currently.
Is the door also made of sand, or does it look like it can open?
No, the door's made of wood.
Okay, Crizis is just gonna go up and knock politely on the door.
Cool. So you give a little knock, no one answers.
Well, I don't want to be rude. What are your guys' votes? Should we go inside even though there's nobody to let us in? Should we just leave it be?
I mean,
There's no
rude
answer when I knock.
Houses.
This is very true. I did used to do quite a lot of entering houses without permission, but that's because it was part of my job.
Azalea looks very confused as to what type of job would include that.
I walk up to the door next to Crizis and like, well, why don't we just consider this a wellness check? And Dr. Bob opens the door.
Awesome. Yeah, the door opens very easily, actually. The interior, it's pretty much a hollow sandcastle that someone set up. It has like a couple bunk beds off to the side. It has like some chests on the other side. There's a furnace. And It's a cute little home. There were clearly 2 stories to the sandcastle outside. There is no way that you can see to get up further, though.
Crizis is just gonna look around the room, I think.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, what I described is there. There's beds, there's beds, there's chests, there's a couple ferni. I don't know, ferni. I don't know.
Furnaces.
I don't like that.
Furnaces.
But they're there.
Crizis is gonna look around for any sign of people, aside from the obvious that people built this, otherwise it wouldn't be here, but see if there's any notes, any, like, personal belongings.
Go ahead and roll me investigation.
Cool. That is a 12.
Yeah, I mean, there's no notes, there's no, like, you can look in the furnace and see, you know, there's a potato still finishing cooking, but also there's a lot of potatoes in there, so who knows, honestly.
Fair. Any sign of, like, how long ago the people who were here left?
You know, they're cooking. There's about probably 60 baked potatoes cooking. So if you wanted, you could sit there and time how long it takes one potato to cook and do the math. But that one's up to you.
Crizis would do that. He's gonna do that unless somebody stops him and decides we should move on sooner.
Okay. Is anybody gonna stop Crizis?
No, because Dr. Bob isn't going to do the math, but Dr. Bob would like to know how long it's been. Because if it's been long enough, well, they won't need this stuff anymore.
Yeah, no, Azalea's still waiting outside the house. Azalea didn't go in.
So it's definitely gonna be like a good few days. It takes probably an hour for one potato to cook. So 60 of them, 60 hours, that's a couple days.
Does anybody stop Crizis before? Because Crizis will just keep sitting here for days on end.
For the last few potatoes to cook?
Yeah.
Is anybody gonna stop Crizis?
Azalea's gonna peek in and be like,
After how long? An hour. Okay.
No, after about 20 minutes, Bob's going to be like, well, if it's already been this long, I think they've been gone for a while.
It's true, but what if we just... I need to know how long this is. What if
Why?
we leave and then they're suddenly cooked and I missed it?
Well, we could leave, and then if we come back, we'll know how long it's been between now and when we come back, and we'll know how many potatoes were cooked then, so you'll be fine.
But what if it's been a long time until we come back?
Well, then it won't matter.
I guess so.
There's a
I
chance
guess
we could always run into this person later.
that is true.
Also, this is the first thing we've seen here, and there are people who are in danger we are trying to save. We may not want to stay here all day.
Do we know that people are in danger?
Well, Steve had them.
It was implied.
They were mind controlled.
That's true. I just thought you were meaning, like, here in this place that we turned up, because all I've seen is a very nice beach and some carrots for our rabbit friend here, and a very nice sandcastle with a lovely meal of just potatoes cooking.
Baked potatoes. They're baked. They're not raw potatoes.
Well, that's the state that they're
Fair.
getting to. Yes.
Well, 60 of them are already. No, you're fine. 60 of them are already baked potatoes. There are 4 unbaked potatoes.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that was just a moment there where Crizis transcended his reality and spoke to the DM directly.
That tracks. So are y'all hanging out for the potatoes or heading out?
I think we're heading out.
Okay. Are you going to take any of the baked potatoes?
Christ is not a thief, despite what I said about him being a rogue earlier.
Okay, cool. Where are you guys headed? There is a back door in this sandcastle. By the way.
Might as well go through the back door. Just in case, I don't know, it's not actually a door outside and we discover something new.
Awesome. You guys head out the back door and it drops you off right on that path that you saw heading up the mountain. You just smack dab on the path now.
Yay!
Convenient.
Hey, look, a path.
Are you guys heading up the mountain?
Yeah, follow the path, keeping an eye out.
This path is a wooden path. It twists and turns its way up the mountain. There is at one point like a sheer drop into water off of the side of the path. It begins to lead you through a forest. There are potted trees that help you know that you are definitely still on the path. As you rise up the hill, there's a bridge that you can see distantly that heads off into the left. To the right, as you get to the top of the hill, are a bunch of farms. There's carrots, potatoes, beetroot, wheat, melons, pumpkins. To your left, there's like a little cave that's kind of closed off with wood. And then there's like a sheep farm or like sheep pen. There's a chicken pen. There's a cow pen. You can hear pigs in the distance. Past the on the right, past the farms, you can see a bunch of different types of trees being grown, like they are a tree farm. And then past that, there's yet another bridge that's peeking out, heading towards a snowy mountain in the distance. Heading straight ahead and following the path, you can see a couple little dog houses along the path that lead up to a barn and house that is, seen distantly. So there's...
Is the path going to it, or does the path keep going somewhere else?
The path is going to it. You can see the path leads to in front of it, but then also continues on around it. So you have the little cave, you have the farms, you have a bridge heading to the left off into who knows where. It becomes, you can't see where it heads to. To the right, there's a bridge that leads to Snowy Mountain. These are all connected by the path. It is very clearly like a well-kept area. Somebody took great pride in making this path, in making sure there's potted trees along the path. And then it has spots to stop off to go to the farms, to go to the tree farms, to go to the bridges, to go to the house in the distance, all that stuff. Even the cave, there's path that leads to the cave.
We're looking around. Do we see any people moving around this farm or these farms?
No, you do, however, hear something coming from the cave. What? It's muffled. Who really knows? But it's like... just distantly in the cave. There's definitely a noise. But there's no people walking around.
Alright. I think Crizis is gonna follow the noise to the cave.
Alright, as you get closer, you just hear kind of muffled by the blocks and doors that are in front. And then just this sort of metal on metal sound that's clunking around.
Does anybody anybody know what the sound is? Is this some monster we would have to fight if it becomes unleashed? Is this...
Does Azalea recognize the sound of villagers?
Yes, Azalea does. And an iron golem.
Just kind of, oh, that's villagers and their protector.
Okay. Do you think they're happy in the cave? Are they stuck in the cave?
I mean, they're definitely stuck in the cave. The cave is probably safer for them than outside.
We might as well leave them there then, right? Or should we let them free? You know, free will and all that.
No, leave them there. Leave them there.
Okay. Very strange. There's all these... Find it very
Azalea knows
strange.
what villages are used for, right?
Oh yeah, Azalea understands villagers.
In fact, you know what? Is there a door there?
Yes. There definitely is a barrier behind the door, but there is a door.
Okay, we should go in here.
Okay.
We don't have stuff, so we should definitely go in here.
Do villagers just hand out stuff?
I mean, they can trade you stuff. We might be able to see what their trades are and figure that out.
All right. I mean, we do only have carrots right now, I believe.
And those
Might
are
as well
mine.
see. Yeah, no, I wasn't going to volunteer them. I was just commenting on the emptiness of our wares for trade.
All right, you guys can enter in. You can move the block and place it back behind you. There are probably 20 men in here. There's a line of beds, and then there's probably 10 of them that are blocked into this sort of cell-like structure. They have a workbench in front of them, and they're looking at each other and just, huh. And then every so often you'll see them like lean down and mess with whatever's in front of them. And then get like a little smile on their face when they do that, and then go back to, you see some with straw hats, some with aprons. You see some covered in this red dust. Like 10 of them are, well, probably about 5 of them are wandering around. And then you also see this like small pit with water running in it, and about 5 of them blocked in an area behind it with like a little tiny mini potato farm. And then just this giant iron golem just thumping around.
And I shall call him Thumpy.
I love it.
Azalea's gonna go try and talk to the farmers.
They're all trading carrots.
Azalea pouts.
One of them is trading potatoes.
Azalea will happily go pick as many potatoes as she can.
Cool. You can just... How much time do you want to spend doing this?
How long will it take for her to get enough stuff for armor and weapons that are nice?
Honestly, a solid 3 to... Yes, it is.
Which is what I was assuming you were.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's back.
It is. Okay, anyway. Continue. Carrots and potatoes.
And trees.
Azalea looks for Fletchers instead.
There is one Fletcher.
Azalea decides this is not worth her time or effort. So I was gonna think we could get some nice things from here, but this is gonna take a while, so we're not gonna do that. We'll leave the villagers be.
Are you sure that they're fine here? They seem rather confined, and I'm just worried about their mental well-being.
Azalea looks over at the closest villager. You're happy here, right?
Ha. Ha.
That's a no. Okay. But you guys would be in danger if I set you free.
Ha.
There could be pillagers.
Ha. Ha. He walks off.
He's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm going to have to learn how to speak this language, I think.
Azalea does not speak this language.
No, Azalea does not. Azalea just assumes.
How to speak to villagers. Assume you know what they're responding with.
Yes.
Crizis makes a mental note that's on a to-do list someday. Learn how to speak villager.
I love it.
So if this trading is going to take too long, should we head on up and see how it goes? I mean, aside from food, I think I'm pretty good to go without things, but I don't know about you guys.
I'm good to go.
I guess we're heading out then.
Awesome, you go back out. You're once again on that path. There are the two bridges on either side. There's the barn in the background. Barn and house. They're not quite attached, but they're definitely, like, supposed to be together.
We can check that place? Pointing to the barn and house.
Sounds good. Might be people there. It's very concerning that we've seen so many things that look like they're used by people, but no people.
So the sun was beginning to set when you guys like starting to go down. When you guys entered, it is now actually fully going down, and it is beginning to turn nighttime. As you guys approach the house. This is standard, like it's a standard house, like you picture like a stereotypical house. That's what this is. Stereotypical barn, except for the front and the back are more open concept. The two side walls are solid, the roof is solid, but you sort of just have like fences and gates for the front and back. It is lined wall to wall with chests. The house itself, when you look through the window, it has two little, like window gardens out the front. When you look inside, there is, a table that can hold like 8 to 9 people with chairs around it. There's just a bunch of cake sitting on the table. And then there is a second floor that you use a ladder to get up to that has a line of beds.
Oh, it looks like a lot of people live here.
You guys go into the house, you go into the barn.
Azalea's going to check the barn. Because that at least looks open.
Cool. What about everybody else?
Dr. Bob will go with Azalea in case there's trouble.
Crizis is going to check the house.
Awesome. So we'll start with the barn. The barn is lined wall to wall with chests. Some of these chests are labeled dark oak, spruce wood, valuables, extra gear, pickaxe, axe, shovel, sword, cool terracotta, warm terracotta, neutral concrete. Just to name a handful of the chests.
Azalea's going to check the thing that says extra gear.
Awesome. So you find, honestly, a couple iron pieces, a handful of gold pieces, a couple leather, no extra diamond pieces. The iron pieces are enchanted. There's like a helmet with aqua infinity, and there's a pair of legs with prot 1. And you also hear a whoop whoop, as something just suddenly appears next to you. It is a tall black man. He has extremely long arms and legs.
Azalea knows not to look at him.
Wonderful. What are we doing?
Gonna keep going through the chest, just taking the best gear she can.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You can salvage together 3 sets of gear.
Wonderful.
Through the wall, the solid wall that is behind you, you hear. I'm not very good at the noise, but I'll try it. It's a groan.
Sound of a zombie.
Inside the barn is well lit up, but there are now stars shining in the sky outside.
I think there's a bad comedy show going on through that wall. It's a real groaner.
Dr. Bob, the comedian.
I'm working on my 5 minutes.
Love it. Alright, you salvage together some gear. There are more chests you could go through. You do hear the man groaning.
Azalea looks at the axe chest.
Yeah, there are 3 diamond axes, with efficiency.
Azalea takes one of them and hands one to Bob.
After scratching down the intro to my tight 5, I will take the offered gear.
Sounds great. So with the gear you have, you can get half iron, half gold. A tight percent, a tight 5. Love it. You can get a gear that is fully gold, and then you can do one that is half gold, half leather.
Azalea kind of pauses. Which of us do we think is least likely to need good armor?
Bob looks at the wool blanket and clipboard they are wearing.
Azalea passes you the iron and gold.
That's gonna give you a +2 with the enchantments.
Okay.
Which means you're gonna get a +1 Azalea regardless if it's golden leather.
Yeah.
And then when Crizis gets it, Crizis will also get a +1. We're gonna jump to the house real quick. Crizis enters the house. It is a chill. There's like a chill in the air. Somebody hasn't turned on the heat to the house. Like I said, there's cake sitting on the table. The cake still looks good? ? It's cake. You don't see any mold on it. Against the back wall, there's like 1 or 2 chests that just have like a couple random items in it. Like there's a single plank of wood. There is a single unbaked potato. a piece of gold, a handful of flowers, a couple empty glass bottles, things like that. And then up the ladder and looking at the beds, they are organized. So on one end you have like black, dark gray, light gray, and then it goes into purple, blue, dark blue, light blue, green, lime, the rainbow. It's going down the rainbow. And that's the interior of the house. It is super simple. It is super chill. And fairly empty. It feels really big being the only one in here.
Crizis is just like, yeah, definitely seems like this is made for a lot of people. So where are they?
Crizis, you hear, just like while you're looking around, you just hear like a sort of like click clack coming from outside. Yeah, just like something's
Crizis is
clattering against each other.
Crizis is gonna go investigate that.
Awesome. So you can exit the house into the night. And you turn a corner to see a skeleton with a bow and arrow. The moment you round the corner, the skeleton also notices you, and I would like you to roll initiative.
Alright. I don't believe I currently have any weapon.
You have, like, if you had, like, a weapon, that's, like, the only thing that would have come with you, is, like, your D&D weapon and armor.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think I have any D&D.
All
I
right.
didn't take any of the, so...
You didn't take starting gear?
No, I didn't take starting gear. I didn't think we were supposed to.
No! I mean, not really. Like, the exception is, like, you know how, like, paladins can get, like, a bonk stick sort of thing? Like, that's fine. Like, other stuff, like, not the money, not the...
No, starting gear is usually mostly just weapons, clothes, and then,
Yeah.
a little bit of coin that we didn't count.
Can I retroactively give myself some starting gear?
Yeah, go for it. That's fine.
Cool.
Because I am double checking the stats that I want. So.
Hey, Dungeon Master, check the text message I sent you.
On my phone or on Discord?
On your phone.
Okay, give me a moment. Okay, cool. That's what I want. Thank you for that.
Did you forget about him?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But I appreciate you double checking. Anyway, have you rolled initiative?
Yes, just give me a moment. I need to, I'm just very quickly rolling to randomize my starting weapons.
You're good. I gotta remember how initiative works. I know how it works, but it's been a hot sec. So I was given for my birthday these little like squishy things. And
You're enjoying them?
well, yes, but I have some. So there's like a bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a black and white one. And then there's one that just, I don't know, it makes me think of Dr. Bob. And so those are going to be my little minis for myself to be able to like make sure that I can keep track of stuff. and I just wanted to share.
All right, I'm set. I rolled a 15 on initiative.
A 15, awesome. So this skeleton begins to draw back its bow, but you are faster to react.
Awesome. After all of that, to add weapons, I remembered that I am a bard and also have spells that do damage, so I would like to cast. Oh, how far away is this guy from me?
20 feet.
All right, I would like to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
All right.
So I need a wisdom save.
Awesome. That's a 13.
That does save.
Oh, dang.
Here's the thing, Christ does not have a very good wisdom score.
Fair. Neither does the skeleton. They just rolled well.
Well,
Is it you're casting charisma?
oh, well, it says whiz save.
Yeah, they make a wisdom save, but your DC is based off your charisma.
Well, my DC, it is my charisma that actually isn't very good. This is why I said that Christ isn't a very good.
Yeah.
Good.
You said wisdom.
Very
I thought you
cool.
were gonna say
good
bird.
bard.
Does anything happen with the failed save?
I'm just reading at the
Or
moment.
with the successful save?
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay.
This was a bad move.
No, you're good. This guy is gonna roll to attack, and he is rolling pretty good. He got a 16 to hit.
That just makes my armor class.
Alright. You're gonna take 3 piercing.
Alright.
And he just kind of moves from side to side a little bit.
Alright, is it my turn again?
Yes, it is. Also, are you making any noise about this fight?
I think Crizis naturally it's not making any noise about this fight.
Fair.
Because he's just is used to doing things silently.
Fair. In the barn though, you do hear boom, an arrow whizzing and then hitting something.
Do you want us to go ahead and roll initiative so we're on this if we're doing anything?
Yeah, go for it.
Azalea got a 15.
Okay.
Bob also got a 15.
Awesome. I love that. So you guys hear that? I am not, if you guys want any movement this turn, you can have movement, but I'm not gonna let you guys have an action or anything like that because there's not really an indication of anything besides an arrow flying of like anything. And even if you know what's up,
I'm gonna wander outside and yell. I'm just gonna yell for Crizis and wander out of the barn in the general direction of the noise.
Okay. Cool. So you are specifically yelling.
Yeah. Hey,
Awesome.
Crizis, what's up?
Awesome.
Azalea just like yelling is probably not the best idea. But okay.
Great. Yeah, you guys can have a quick conversation while I do a thing. Cool. Crizis, are you responding?
This is gonna be like, gotten into a little bit of a fight over here.
Cool. If you guys want, you guys can arrive at the fight and then just next turn have your actions. But Crizis, what would you like to do for your turn?
Seeing that his spell has failed, he is just gonna grab his quarterstaff and go to hit.
Cool, go for it.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah, awesome. Roll damage. Have we talked about nat 20s?
I don't think we've decided how we're doing crits.
Okay, so what I'm thinking for crits is you get max and then roll an extra die. Or whatever,
I
you
like
know.
that.
Brutal crits. Got it.
Yep.
That is gonna be a total of 12 bludgeoning damage.
This skeleton crumbles in front of you. There is a pile
Awesome.
of bones.
Incredible. Crizis is gonna. Are there any? Am I able to like pick up the bones?
Yeah, you can get 2 bones.
Yeah, I'll take some bones.
Cool,
And
you
then-
just have 2 bones.
Crizis is gonna use his movement to get back inside.
Awesome!
Azalea's on the lookout for that zombie that they heard on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, the zombie is currently walking around the corner and heading in your direction.
Azalea just readies the great axe.
You're just gonna fight. There's a door.
Zombie.
Alright. So the zombie steps within reach. Go ahead and roll to hit. What is Bob doing? Bob watches Crizis go inside, and Azalea just go, I'm gonna bonk this man.
I will call forth sacred holy fire from above on it.
Awesome. Roll whatever you have to for that.
It's a deck save.
Oh, it's a deck save? Cool.
Deck save 15.
So I got a 21 to hit.
Cool, yeah, I'm not even gonna... Yeah, he's gone. He
Yeah, and
passed
then
the
I hit
deck
him for
save,
rage.
so even if he did... Or, not fail, he passed the deck save. So even if you didn't take him out with that, I'm sure the bonk would.
Yeah, if he failed, it was D8 radiant damage, so...
Yeah.
Seven more.
Yeah, so zombie collapses. There is some rotten flesh. He kind of withers away, disappears. And you see a couple other zombies turn their heads.
Now I'm heading inside.
How far away are they?
50 to 100 feet.
Well, Eldritch Blast one while I head into the...
Cool, go
towards
for
the
it.
door. I write him a prescription for, 50 cc's of bonk.
Alright.
It's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 9 force damage.
Awesome. He doesn't crumble, but he definitely... So you guys head inside. Previously described house. You have your armor. You have your axes.
Are there windows?
There are. You can see outside.
Excellent. Can I see zombies?
You walk inside and they stop walking at you.
Oh.
Azalea passes along the gold armor to Crizis.
Cool. Crizis,
thank
you get a
you.
+1 to your armor.
Awesome.
Can I just blast them from the door without them coming after us until they're gone?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you that. There's just rotten flesh sitting there now.
But I'm just writing so many prescriptions.
And you get a prescription, and you get a prescription, and you get a prescription. All right, you guys are inside. It is still nighttime outside, but the mobsters seem to be gone.
Cool. Well,
We
it's
should
night.
probably head so that more of them don't show up outside.
Yeah, we should sleep.
Are you guys Minecraft sleeping or D&D sleeping?
Here's the thing. Crizis doesn't know about Minecraft sleeping. So this entire time, he's just been trancing.
Good to know.
Azalea is Minecraft sleeping.
Okay,
Yep.
I realize what I am doing here, but
Awesome.
Crizis would have no way of being
No, that's
aware
so
of
fair.
the fact if he's not used to sleeping, he does not know that he has to sleep.
very well, very well. So has Azalea only Minecraft slept?
Yes, actually.
Okay. So I'm
Because that's what all Azalea knows.
so awesome.
Uh-oh.
I would like you to roll me a d20, please.
Which of us?
Azalea.
11.
Okay. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Alright, yeah, you guys take care of that. It turns to day, you wake up. Oh wait, which did Bob do? Minecraft or D&D?
Minecraft.
Cool. Have you done any D&D sleep?
Yes.
Wonderful. Cool. Bob's the solid one. Bob's the
Yeah.
doctor. Of course he did.
However, Bob doesn't realize that nobody else would know there's different.
Yeah.
Because to Bob it just came innate. Bob never learned about
No,
any
so
of it.
valid. Yep. Makes sense. That tracks. So you guys wake up. It is daytime. The sun is shining. You don't see any mobsters out the window. There's cake on the table for Brecky if you want it.
Is it carrot cake?
Roll me a d20.
8.
Unfortunately, there is no carrot cake.
Azalea's
What
just
type
going
of
to eat
cakes
the
are
carrots.
there?
How many cakes?
I said what types of cakes
Oh.
are there, but also how many cakes is a good question.
Yeah. You're welcome. There are 16 cakes at varying levels of being eaten. Some are full cakes, some are partial cakes. Upon inspection, all of them are vanilla.
Well, that's a bit boring. Still, cake is cake. Crizis is going to take 4 of the cakes.
Awesome. Take 4 of them or eat 4 of them?
I think 4 of them are going in the inventory, and then he'll eat one.
You go to pick up. You eat one. Great, awesome. You can now. Did you take damage from the skelly?
Yeah, but I figured I just automatically had recovered it with a long rest. Did I still is that
So
sealed?
that is not how that works. You have to eat food.
Right.
So now, upon eating the cake, now those 3 points come back to you.
Awesome.
So if you guys can get the healing, but it doesn't take effect until you eat. Or if you eat and then heal, it works.
I had forgotten about that.
No, you're good. You're good. So you go to pick up. You eat a whole cake. So there's 15 on the table, and then you go to pick up a cake, and take it with you, and it just disappears.
Cake.
Do you go for a second one?
No, because I don't want to make all the cakes disappear.
Fair. Okay. Yeah. So the cake just you go to pick it up. It's in your hands for a moment, and then it's gone. Just poof. No cake.
Did anybody else know that cake did that?
Yes, you can't pick up cake.
All we heard was cake.
Oh,
yeah, you can't pick up cake.
Why can't you pick up cake?
Once it's placed, it's placed.
Well, this is a very sad world to live in. I came from a pretty sad world, but I was so excited about cake, and then now I find out that I can't just take cake with me.
I mean, if you make cake and then don't put it down, you can carry it with you, but once you set it down, it's down.
Roll me a d20, Crizis.
Alright.
You can either do straight d20 or investigation.
That is an 8 investigation.
Azalea, do you want to help out at all?
Uh,
Roll advantage.
Nope, that's not a better roll. That's
Okay.
Still an 8.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody gets any bright ideas. Nobody finds things to make cake. You're just out of luck for cake.
All right.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
All right. It is morning. Where are you guys going? What are you guys doing? You have seen no indication of people. You have heard nothing besides the mobsters.
Azalea's look around for anything else, like anything interesting now that they're up here.
Cool. Like outside of the house?
Yes.
Cool. So now that it is daytime, and you're not distracted by monsters, you can walk around the house, follow the path a little bit. You can see actually where the bridge connects to the mainland. The one that was going off to the left into the distance, you could already see the Snowy Peak one. And actually, a little bit to the right of that bridge, the path kind of goes off in a fork. One side leads to the bridge, and the other side leads to this giant museum. You know it's a museum because if you were to think museum, this looks like a stereotypical one. It is white with blue accents, and in the daylight, it is in stark contrast to the green or muted colors of the buildings and terrain around it. There is like a grand staircase going up or a smaller staircase going down into what you recognize to be a nether portal, Azalea.
Okay.
In just this small wooden room.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's nothing more than what was previously described to you. There's just more grasslands.
There's a big building out here.
Well, let's go check it out.
Maybe there's people in there.
It's a museum, it looks like. And there's another portal underneath there, but we don't need to go through a portal. We already went through one, and that's where we got here.
Yes.
All right. As you guys enter the building, it is this grand room that you enter into. There is a display set up directly in front of you that has a blue bed on it, with on the right and left being little wings of the museum that go off. There is on the sides of the room another set of like a grand staircase that goes up to a second floor that you cannot see up into, but it is a second floor. So you have the right or the left wings. You could go to the bed or you could go upstairs.
I think Crizis is gonna go check out the bed.
Cool. It is just like a bed in a thing, like in a little glass dome thing, with a placard out front that says the original bed from the Bed Wars.
Bed Wars. That sounds like quite the conflict.
Bob, where do you want to go?
He kind of like turns to Azalea. You seem to know more about what's going on. Is like Bed Wars? Was there some sort of great war over a bed or something like that? Did people lose lives over this bed?
I mean, that I don't know. That may be specific to this world.
It seems like a lot to fight over. They must have been very tired, sleepy people.
Yes, and Tay, if you said something, it did not come through on.
I did not say something. No, I was trying to I was listening to what you guys were saying.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that you, Azalea, went up to, like, the bed.
Yes.
Cool. What is Bob up to?
Sticking with them for now.
Sticking with them? Alright.
Yep.
I just wanted to check in. Alright. You have your little bed. You can kind of see now that you're up with the bed. On the room to the right, there are more beds in there. The room to the left has like a mini sort of version of the house that you were in, specifically like the upstairs where the beds were, and has a little like book sitting in front of it.
I'll go check out the book.
Awesome. Let me get to the book. I am also going to share this link both with you guys and in chat because I have this all written out. So that you guys have it for reference. There was once a bed, a blue bed. The ocean created this world and a home for their friends. They invited everyone. Everyone chose a color, everyone chose a spot. One day, a blue bear joined the group and decided that they had to have the blue bed. The ocean started softly, informing the bear that the light blue bed was theirs. The bear fought against them. In a rage, the bear stole the bed from under the ocean and ran. The ocean was distraught and called for help. Calling the bear a thief only made things worse, for he came back. After a day of hard work with their friends, the ocean returned home to find every single bed gone. Black, white, blue, red, orange, all of them gone. The ocean took a moment to mourn before putting hours into making new beds. One of each color, replacing all of the lost ones. Only a few days later, these new beds were also stolen. The ocean watched as the bear they had invited into their life ran away, sheets fluttering behind them. The ocean called a meeting with the bear, telling him this wasn't all right. They can't keep stealing from everyone. The bear swore he was done, when, once again, new beds were stolen. The ocean began to grow resentful. This bear they had let into the group was hurting everyone, destroying the hard work. Enough was enough. The ocean vowed not only to get the beds back, but to also get revenge on the bear for the pain he had caused. The ocean set out on a mission. They weren't seen for days, but eventually they returned triumphant. Beds in hand, and the location of the others. They also returned with the bear's head, and they had changed. That is what's in the book. It's sort of sitting, you can see this display of what the room was, and a little placard that just says the original beds. And so they're kind of like behind this like glass wall in this protected area.
After reading the book, Bob closes it, puts it down, and says, I suggest we don't mess with the bed.
I didn't plan on it.
Just, we're gonna leave the beds alone, actually, on this one. I love it.
I would say, is there a reason why you think we should leave the beds alone?
Oh, there's a scary story in the book.
A scary story. God, I love
There's a
Bob.
good story. Someone invited someone in, and then there was a bear head.
You skipped so many steps.
Yes, I did.
God, I love
A
Bob.
bear head, like, disembodied head? Did somebody get a bear
Well,
head?
it is now.
You guys gonna go check out the other room?
Very confused.
Yeah.
See,
Let's go check out the other room.
the other room has a wall displaying the other beds, and sitting front and center behind the glass is a blue bear head. The plaque says,
Oh.
recovered beds, and the head of Blue Bear. Also
Wow.
recovered.
This is also recovered. This is quite the morbid display. Not that I have any problems with morbid, gruesome things. I have seen quite a few of them in my days, but wow, they really did just put the head of somebody in a museum.
I told you, scary story, don't mess with the beds.
I need to
Wait.
read this scary story now, I think.
Is Azalea aware of the fact that you can like get player heads if you kill someone after they respawn?
Roll me a d20.
To 15.
Yeah, Azalea kind of forgot about it because Azalea has never really seen it happen. But Azalea does vaguely recall the fact that, like, oh, yeah, actually, wait a sec.
That's a thing.
That is a thing that people can do. They do sometimes respawn, depending on the world.
Azalea just kind of pauses and goes, no. Does Azalea know how to check the hearts to see if this is hardcore or not?
No.
Azalea's kind of gonna look at the head and go, I mean, there's a chance that the person's still alive?
Chance? You mean somebody can lose their head and still be alive?
So in worlds where respawning is a thing, like if you die, you come back. I mean, you can leave your head behind when you die. And
Like,
yeah,
choose to, or does it just happen?
it just happens.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I have seen some of this.
I love the concern in Crizis' voice. Like, do you choose to leave your head?
I have seen this. Now that you mention it, I didn't know that people chose to do it. I thought I was just very good with a scythe.
Bob writes that in a note on a part filed under. We'll get into that later.
I didn't know this was a choice. I just thought I was really good at my job. God, I love these characters so much.
Azalea
gonna
kind of
have a-
blinks for a moment, and that is also under a we'll get back to that later.
Bob is gonna have a huge list of we'll unpack that later for everybody by the end of this. It'll probably be the basis of the Type 5.
The Type 5 comedy, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. God, I'm living for this. Alright, so you guys were able to explore those rooms.
Azalea's gonna look around because there was
There's still the
like, 2
second
levels
floor.
to this place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna head upstairs and see if there's anything else upstairs.
Alright. On
Crizis will
the
follow.
second floor, it is a little bit of a darker tone than the first. As you are walking up the steps, there is this, like, subtle feeling of dread that settles in your stomach. Not super noticeable, but it is something that, like, the mood is brought down just a little bit, if it wasn't already from the contents of downstairs. And sitting in the center of the room, is just a little lectern with a single book on it. There are 2 rooms off to the side, both of a darker tone that have a, like, sort of bluey, ominous sort of feeling glow to them.
Azalea's gonna go up and check the book, the lectern.
Alright, once again, I'm going to post this for you guys to be able to reference later, if you so choose. I'm writing this book in case anyone comes behind me. There's a darkness within this world that is trying to get out. I fought hard against it several times, having to kill a friend to keep it sealed away and get out. I didn't want to kill them, but they had done so much. They kept a cat locked away, going crazy. They tried to sacrifice multiple people in the world. They locked my brother and I in a cell before making me watch as they killed my brother in front of my mother and I, because my mom wouldn't stop us from being friends with people. The ocean and the evil controlling them wanted everyone to do exactly what they said, because when they did, they were predictable, usable, controllable. They were digging a pit, a giant sacrificial tube. I didn't want to kill them, but if I didn't, it would have gotten out. Maybe have been able to travel worlds. I couldn't let that happen, even if they were once my friend. This museum isn't complete. It has a lot, but I wasn't able to finish it, or finish connecting the dots. I don't know how it got here, but it's here. And you should run while you still can. Mal.
Azalea kind of pauses. Well, that's not a good sign. Especially since I don't think we know how to get out.
Crizis is gonna, hearing this response, is gonna read the book.
Wonderful. Yeah, you read the same thing.
Yeah, that does sound concerning, yes.
You did say there was another portal under the house, but I'm now thinking that that portal won't help us leave.
No. that's a portal to the Nether. The Nether is dangerous.
So
That's the easy way to put it.
Yes. What do we do from here then?
I mean, check out the other rooms. They said it doesn't have everything, but it has something.
Like the head of a bear.
I mean, the other rooms up here, the ones we haven't gone in yet.
Yes. No, I'm just still stuck on that, especially if in that first room there was a heroic tale of this ocean saving everyone, and then from this horrific bear who wanted to steal all their beds. Kind of like a reverse Goldilocks and the Three Bears, isn't it? Uh, but now up here they're saying that this ocean is the bad one. So, conflicting histories.
What room are you guys going into first? The one on the right or the one on the left?
Let's go to the one on the left.
Yes.
All right. You enter that room. It is a dark room with this sort of orangey blue glow to it. There is a couple lanterns that are blue lanterns. Crizis, roll me a history check.
Alright. My dice are not kind today. That is going to be a 9 for my
Okay.
history.
Perfect. Thank you. In this room, there is another book. And this sort of like black, rock that is in this room. It's on the floor, it's on the walls. There is 2 armor stands. On them is white leather armor and skeleton skulls. And in the book, it says, this journal is being written to track the odd rooms found around this world. Room 1. We traveled far north. to a small cave along the river. We first noticed an odd glow coming from it as dusk fell, and mobsters began prowling. Appearing from their hiding spots, digging their way up from the ground using magic to appear, or just stepping out from the cold caves where they spent their days. Deciding a cave would be easier to defend ourselves in than in the middle of the field, we traveled down. The glow was coming from deep within, and we held our swords high and our shields close as we moved as one into the narrow cave. It did open up a bit, but between the stalactite and stalagmite all around us, we didn't feel safe. Mobsters could jump out from behind them or secret spots in the ceiling. We followed the glow to 2 lanterns and a staircase. The dread that filled us was worse than the thought of fighting mobsters. We ran. I remember a dark pulse coming from the room. I wanted to move closer. I wanted to greet it, to go into it, but we ran.
All right. Well, that's a interesting story.
I would like to write the description of that room into my book.
Give me a d20 roll. Wait, which book?
The fun book.
Okay, cool.
The d20 roll book.
Awesome.
18.
18. You not only get to see this staircase exactly as described, but the book also gives you a little map on how to get to the room.
Yay! I show everybody. Well, they can probably see the hologram.
Oh yeah, because the hologram. I forgot about the hologram.
We upgraded the book with minor illusion this time around.
Yes, we did.
Well, that gives us a lead, a place we can go and check out.
Do you guys want to follow that or go to the last room?
Last room first.
I would like another history check, Crizis.
All right. My dice, I hope, are better behaved. That is much better. That's a dirty 20.
Awesome. Crizis, as you enter this next room, it is also made of this darker stone. But on a couple of them you see a glint of like gold. And then at the baseboard is this like darker red brick. That brick you are able to identify is the same brick that was used where you grew up. Like, that is, you grew up in and out of various fortresses, and that is the exact shape and look of the stone that was used for those fortresses. As well as there is this sort of like musky smell in the room that was the exact same. It is sort of like, for a moment, like you are back in the place where you grew up. The smells are exactly like it. There's the feeling of it. Just the, like, for you it is this sort of comfort of home feeling. For Azalea and Dr. Bob, the feeling of dread is definitely significantly stronger in this room. And behind several layers of glass, there are 2 black skulls. Crizis, you are able to look at this and know that it is the same type of skull that you wear as your mask.
My mask is part of my body.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Crizis is just gonna go and like touch the glass. And like look in, trying to be as close to these skulls as possible.
Yeah, the little placard says artifacts found from various rooms around the server.
Azalea is going to take a couple of steps back.
Do you think, has Azalea ever been to the Nether?
Yes.
Okay, do you think Azalea has been close to or ever at a fortress?
Yes, as well.
Azalea then is able to identify those skulls as wither skeleton skulls.
Mm-hmm.
She can understand the danger potential of them. And just like all the context that you Feld know, Azalea
Yeah.
can also have.
Maybe we leave the wither skulls alone.
I mean, they're behind glass. I mean, I don't plan on disturbing them out of respect, but I I don't understand the danger here.
Um, is there also soul sand in here anywhere? Or is it just the skulls?
It is just the skulls.
Well, I mean, when 3 of them are combined in a very specific pattern with soul sand, they can make something very dangerous.
Oh yes, I am aware.
And that's just missing one.
Crisis kind of like looks at the glass and is just contemplating. I mean, to each their own. I can see how this would be scary, but this is actually quite comforting to me.
Another note underneath thought I was good with my scythe.
Anyways, yeah, I don't see any need to take them with us as much as it would be potentially a useful tool. These obviously have been put here under very respectful circumstances, and I do not want to mess with the integrity of this museum if it provides information for people like us who are wandering through who need it.
Sure, I want to put that.
You cut out there, Fel.
It sure if that's how you want to put that. I don't. It seems a little more ominous than it does.
To each their own. Not ominous to me, but you are welcome to your own feelings and opinions.
Also, Crisis, there is a Discord message for you, just a little bit more information that I forgot to tell you previously.
Scribble, 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 scratch, scribble, scribble, scribble. We're just writing notes. Don't worry, everything's fine.
Just the doctor doing his job.
I am trying very hard not to make a noise at this message. Oh my god.
At this point, I think Dr. Bob has switched from like the page on his clipboard and put the clipboard away, and now just has a little notebook that is just labeled "Crisis" in Crisis.
An entire notebook for Crisis, yes.
Yeah,
I love it.
We're gonna need this.
I love it. Awesome. So, what are we doing after our little museum trip?
We still have the other room.
That was the other room.
Okay, no. Yeah, no. Azalea's gonna leave the upper floor and keep looking around.
Yeah, that's pretty much all of the museum. As you are leaving the upper floor, Azalea, your anxiety that you really didn't notice was that high, that intense, does calm down significantly.
Wonderful.
Same with Dr. Bob when he is ready to move down from that upper floor. Tension that was not necessarily particularly obvious to him is now significantly better and calmer.
Yay, okay, got that.
The opposite for Crizis. That comfort that was up there. Yeah, there was a feeling of dread, but like that's comforting to Crizis. He's used to that.
Really
Goes away. And it's more less like doom and gloom feeling going down. It's more of a just that feeling goes away, and so you are left slightly like uncomfortable. You're missing that like comfort you had on the upper floor.
Yeah. Crizis kind of like looks forlornly up at the stairs as we leave.
Are you guys going to follow the map? Or are you going to follow any of the paths? What are we...
More of the paths.
Alright, we have the one that goes to the snowy peak, or the one that's closest to the museum that goes off who knows where, because it goes out of sight.
I'm curious about the one of the map. The one that Dr. Bob, my vote is to follow that path.
Looking at that map, you can kind of see where you're at, and the path, it's kind of like a world map. You are able to see a lot more of this area than you could. And the map that leads to there, you can see the path that you've taken, you can see where the sandcastle was. There is more than you can see, so there's like a space that goes all the way like back past like, so like you started in this little pond there, like it shows like land further back and like some villages off like to the south of where you were. And then it shows like the path that you took winding north to get up. It shows the paths that go off. One goes off to what looks to be some sort of village to the left. The other path to the snowy peak, you can kind of see something on top of the mountain. And then it continues around the mountain to what might be a little village there. And then the path that it indicates for the room follows the path to the museum and then diverts around back of the museum and just kind of goes, there's like a mountain you have to cross, there's like a valley into a river. There is not a clear walking path to get there. The book does show exactly how to get there, though. So it is not on the clearly marked paths at all.
Yeah, I say we follow that unless anybody feels strongly otherwise.
What do we think? Anyone have any strong opinions against it?
I'm good with that.
All right. So, you guys head to there. You follow the path that the book lays out. It is a slightly treacherous terrain. You have to scale a mountain down and then back up one and then back down one into a river. And you can see this cave. It is a dark cave, and you can begin to see this sort of glow coming off of it. Crizis, that is a glow that is very familiar to you, that sort of thing. The cave looks almost like a mouth of a creature. There are stalagmite and stalactite that are like reaching up and down like teeth that you can enter through. And before we go in, this is going to be actually where we take our break real quick. So we will be back in about 15 minutes at 1:45, and we will see you guys then. Drops a carrot.
I'll take the, can I take the carrot?
Yeah, the carrot's yours. You can have the carrot.
Well, sorry, Taz says, well, I definitely earned the living shit out of this carrot, but does anybody... I already got the feather. I feel bad.
There's another carrot in the chest as well, if you would like that, so you can have 2 carrots, and then you can put them in between your knuckles, like a fight. They're quite effective, at least against the rabbits back home. Oh.
You're in for a little shock.
Yeah, we were. We have been. Thank you so much for the warning.
Come a little closer.
Yes, ma'am.
Blitz. You've been a naughty boy.
What? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry! The Ultimate Builder's Guide. These are so cool. Thank you so much, Shai. These are gonna be so helpful. Actually, though, so helpful. Thank you so much. Someone clip this. This is so cool. I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Shai. Thank you. I'm gonna hop back in now, but like, I can't. Oh my god. Thank you. So let's not go telling anybody else, alright? I've heard no confirmation.
We won't tell.
Alright, that's 1.
I won't tell.
2. Hello?
I can't make that promise.
Then I can't make the promise that you continue living.
Gunothy says hands up for 5 seconds.
Hi, Hollow! I'm afraid! I'm so scared! I'm so scared!
Suffer, perish, wallow in your sorrows.
Don't worry, I'm
So yeah, so people can come and go at any point in time. I think I'm going to try and stay on for the whole time, but we will see.
I have a quick question, real quick. Petal? Petal.
Yes.
What? Why? Excuse? Petal.
Yes.
Why? Why?
Do you want it? I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'll put it back.
I don't know what's happening. Guys, I don't know what I walked into. I'm gonna just nope, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm just gonna go to bed.
I'm headed back home. I've grabbed
Why
a whole
is
bunch
Pedal,
of shit.
pedal, pedal,
plus the
pedal.
stuff
Hear
we
me out
need.
though. Hear me out though.
Oh yes, you are so totally right.
Oh shit,
It's
I got
only-
the wrong box.
Only doing 1 block? Oh my goodness.
That is asking people to have insane control.
Yeah.
You walk off and don't move.
Which one? Which one? I don't even know which one.
Hang on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna mark it.
4th from the left.
Hi. Are you traumatized in an RP? Does your character need therapy? Well, look no further. We're here to help. We are Generic Therapy Company. We come to you.
That's the name. That's the actual name.
Yeah.
But
We come to you with our slogan. Trauma builds character. And insurance companies. So we showed up to help you out.
the building's just called Generic Therapy Office Inc.
Yeah. Around me. You're just going around like you're not.
That's how I do it. That's how my brain works. I pick one person and I just.
I'm gonna try and transfer contact. It worked!
What? What?
I transferred contact! Hey guys, hey guys.
I'm good with this.
I'd like everyone to please look past the boat. So here we go. Here we go. Look at my baby. Look at my baby go. She's all grown up. She's all grown up. belly speed, your beauty, your power, your grace. Ah. Just perfect. Where does he put it? Closer to my exit is where he puts it. No! No, he doesn't.
She doesn't know where I am. Go, 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 go. No, 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 no. Jump, 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 jump. Climb, 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 climb. Ah! Ah! I'm gonna cry.
Secrets.
Don't
Good.
be upset, chat.
Suffer, perish,
Such?
wallow in your sorrows.
Also, like, chat, you will find out, but now's just not the time. Spoilers.
It's not ready yet.
Oh, there it is.
I can't talk about some things yet.
It's still cooking in the oven.
I'm contractually obligated. Yeah, that's it.
Connor,
Wow, Hollow, I thought you were cool!
I am, but I'm cooler than you, and that's why I can't tell you.
Oh! Alright, I guess we're going that way next. Like, that's all I'm going to see. It's just the tiniest fraction. I literally knew it was not possible for a creeper to spawn there. I still jumped out of my skin.
Yeah, if you have any interest, you can either, click there should be a link, near, like in my, like, bio thing, or you can do ! Discord, and you can get the link. Okay, wait, I missed stuff in chat, hold on. Oh!
So, I need you to know, right? Oh shoot, you're so right, book made of dead plants! Oh my god! Well, I didn't tell him that. I didn't tell him that. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him. It's okay. He doesn't know. He doesn't need to know.
The horror.
He doesn't need to know. He doesn't need to know, okay? But anyway. What the heck? Something just happened, and I missed it. Did someone see what that was? Can I wait? Is there a way for me to, like, look back? I'm so happy to meet you.
Baby.
Well, Jellyfish, if you can hear me, just know I need you. Where we end stream, so I promised to.
Damn, it was all so pointless. I've never seen so many people utterly.
To just chatting. Here we go. I promised to look at a TikTok for Jamie. I don't know if Jamie's still here, but if you are, I'm going to watch it now.
Honestly, I don't.
There's a man coming, there's a man coming. It's a chicken.
No, here's the man.
Oh, there's the man. Got him.
Yeah.
There's a man.
Come on. Come on. Yes! Look, 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 he's doing the thing, he's doing the thing. Look at that. He's just like, you know, just letting his hand hit the thing. I guess that's all the wood we're chopping. Alright, babes, let's go down carefully. Okay? Let's just safely get down. That's not safely! That wasn't safely either, but... Okay, okay, okay. Here we go, here we go. Oh, these are just shulker shells. They're shulker boxes! Oh my gosh! That's so much coal!
We never need any more coal.
Alright, alright. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. Oh, that's so much redstone.
That is a lot of redstone.
That's not as much iron as I thought we were gonna get. It's still a lot.
We didn't have as much iron ore.
No, right. Oh my
That's a lot.
gosh! That's so much lapis and quartz. The gold, there's so much gold there.
Yep.
And then lastly, diamonds. Oh my gosh!
That's pretty sweet.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, the question is now, do you guys need us to build you a super smelter for the iron and the copper?
No, we have one.
Super smelter.
I made, it's my first and, like, my first redstone thing, I made a... Alright. Alright. It's been a year of gun. This is for you. Oh, that's... I enjoy that. I forgot to make it full screen, but I think that makes it even better.
That was adorable.
Hey, Rob. Rob, my mental health. And this is no exception. I'm about to be so open about my mental health and my mental health journey, and I'm genuinely so excited for it. But I'm also terrified. BC from Adventure SMP Gun. Here's the deal, Gun. You always come in with a great reprieve. Hi, Flower. I
did not realize. Oh, that's you. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't press and hold it for this long. I didn't mean.
You were like, oh no, the lag.
The lag is sending the amount of snowballs into orbit.
That's funny. I just want to say thank you for helping me get one step closer to becoming a real artist. Oh, we get a hug! Whoa, what do we have here? Who's this? Who's this? Who am I about to fight? No, you get out of here. I don't know who you are, but I'll fight you.
Oh, that's probably her, like...
Cal? What the heck are you doing here? Didn't you... Okay, what would you do if I asked you to... I would reject it. Here's the deal, right? Here's the deal, right?
Simply rejected.
Is I, as one, the streamer, and two, the storyteller, have an option when somebody in chat suggests a word. I can either say, yes, I'll use that word, or, on words like that, I will say, no, absolutely
No.
not. Good try and thank you for your word, but no. No. The only long word I will go to ruin. You can count me in. I'm in. Boycott, me too. No more Joja. It's about time. I'm done for. I hope you enjoyed my voices. Morrison, his Joja Mark Rooney's. Oh, my water bucket's missing.
I may head off soon.
Alright.
Yeah, me too.
Go for it. I think I'm gonna stay up a little bit later. Not too much later.
because I'm getting up kind of early tomorrow, but a little bit later. And we're back! Hello, welcome back. Alright, you guys, we're at the edge of the cave.
Crizis wants to go in right now immediately.
Cool! Any
Does
objections?
Crizis Crizis, I was going to ask if Crizis has dark vision. Crizis is Shadow Kai. Of course Crizis has dark vision.
Yeah.
Do Azalea and or Bob have dark vision?
No, Bob has the light cantrip.
Oh, hello, sir. A dog has come into the room and closed the door behind himself.
Hi, you're trapped with me now.
That's such
Leave
a
it.
dog move.
Good boy. Good boy. He's been learning. Leave it. Hey. He has been learning to go outside without a leash. And, like, just go to the bathroom and come back. So he doesn't have his, like, stuff on right now. And it's really funny. He's a naked little dog. Leave it. Hey. Leave it. Sir.
Azalea does not have dark vision.
Okay. Hey. Go. Leave the room. Go.
Cool.
Good
So
boy.
Crizis is just gonna march in and leave the other two to figure it out, because now Crizis
Crizis is going.
Other things on his mind.
Awesome. You enter the cave. There is a small glow that comes from 2 lanterns sitting on either side of a long staircase heading down. It is very easy to find them. Because it is a dark cave and there is a glow where the lanterns are. As you look down the staircase, it is a long staircase that heads down. It is made of black stone and blue soul torches line the walls. So a blue fire torch sits on the walls. The staircase twists and turns a couple of times before you enter a well-lit but dark atmospheric room. Armor stands dot the walls with white leather armor and a skull on top of them. A few oars are piled along one wall, and then continuing around the room, there's a little pond, a podium with a button, and a chest. And each thing is on its own one of the 4 walls.
Cool. First, I'm gonna check out the chest.
Do you just go open the chest?
Yes.
Alright, give me a dex save.
Oh dear. That is a 14.
You take 1 piercing.
Alright.
As an arrow shoots out from under you and hits you in the shoulder. Hey, go, sir. Leave it. Go. Sorry, doggo. But inside the chest is a set of that white leather armor, a white skeleton skull, an iron sword, and a night vision potion.
Think I'll take the sword and then see how if Dr. Bob and Azalea end up coming down here with me, if they're interested in any of the other things.
Cool. So Dr. Bob and Azalea, did you guys follow down when Crizis went in and down, or did you guys like hesitate at all?
So Azalea followed because this is a dark cave and they seem to know where they're going.
Bob slows down for just a moment to pull out a different pen and write on the clipboard, and as they write, they say, "By the light of introspection," and the words glow on the clipboard, and then the clipboard glows as I cast a light cantrip.
Awesome. Yeah, so you guys can see just fine. You guys make your way down. When you get to the room, it's lit. Yeah. So you guys did end up then seeing Crizis get hit with the arrow that came out of the ground. So you guys know that happened.
Dr.
Was
Bob
it again?
makes.
I just want to make sure I put it in my inventory correctly.
No, you're good.
What type of sword was it?
An iron sword.
Cool. I did put it in correctly.
Awesome.
Awesome. Crizis is gonna turn to the others, like arrows still sticking out of his shoulder, and was like, "Do you guys want anything in here?"
What's in it?
There's some white leather armor. There is a skull, not the skull that you're afraid of, a normal skull. Was there anything else in there that I'm missing?
The so the armor, the skull, the sword, the night vision potion.
There's also a night vision potion. I feel like that might help you guys.
Why don't you hold on to that, Azalea? I can always make my clipboard light up if I need to.
Yeah, that works.
Cool. Yeah, anything else being grabbed from the chest?
No.
Hey. So there is the podium thing with the button. The pond, the oars.
I think next Crizis wants to check out the podium.
Are you gonna push the button?
Yeah.
Cool. You push the button, and in front of you, just part of the wall slides down, and you see another skull, the black one.
Crizis is gonna take it and put it in his inventory.
Cool. Put a wither skeleton skull in your inventory. If Dr. Bob and Azalea were not watching, they would not have seen the skull. If they were watching, great. If not, they would not have seen it.
Azalea was watching.
Okay. Cool.
Alright. Does anybody else want to look at things in this room? I've kind of been taking the lead here, but I think I found something here that interests me. Is there anything that you guys are curious about?
I think we're good.
Well, if there's nothing that I still might look at the pond. I am a bit curious about the pond, but
You
yeah,
keep
you look
going there. I'll keep
uncomfortable.
taking notes.
You guys don't have. You guys seem really uncomfortable. You guys don't have to be down here if you're uncomfortable. I don't think there's anything dangerous down here. But
Oh,
if you
I'm
want to stay,
okay.
I'm not trying to push you away if you want to stay. I'm just thinking about your well-being. The pond. Let's see what's in the pond.
Roll me a charisma save, please.
Oh dear. I'm not good at those. Because of my randomization.
Don't worry, nothing's dangerous here. I'm fine.
He's got a -1 to charisma, but has a +1 on charisma saving throws. But he's got a 9 for his charisma stat, by the way, if people are curious.
I love that.
I rolled a 9 for my charisma save.
Cool. Yeah, so you look into the pond and you here's the thing about it for you. Is you feel comforted looking into the pond. It feels like home, it feels safe, it feels it feels like home. As you look into the pond, you have just a brief flash of, like the Raven Queen. Just like a, in the water. Like you can just for a moment feel like you see her reflection, and then it shifts to yours, like to your reflection. And you are not quite mesmerized by the pool of water, but kind of. It's comforting to look at.
I think being comforted by it and having seen that reflection of the Raven Queen, Crizis is just going to, like, well, he is ever so slightly mesmerized and comforted, he's just going to reach down and touch the water and see if anything happens when he touches the water.
Nothing happens.
After staring at it a little while longer, Crizis is going to get up and be like, "Okay, I think I'm done here. If we want to leave, we can leave."
Cool. Anyone else doing anything in this room?
There wasn't another exit, right?
Nope, just the one.
This is where the book said to go?
Yep.
Or are we not there?
Yeah, this would have been the room that was talked about in the museum, the one where people went down and then got scared and left.
They didn't go down. It specifically said they saw the staircase and the lanterns and didn't go down.
I thought they said that they did go down. My bad. I misheard.
No, you're
or
good.
Misremembered.
And there was nothing else really in here?
No.
You checked everything now?
There's still the oars and the white leather armor on the wall.
On armor stands.
On armor stands.
Oh, on
yeah.
armor stands. Okay, I thought that was all in the chest. I'll go look at the chest.
There was also armor in the chest. It was both.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put them together in my brain is what happened.
No, you're good.
But yeah, I'll go look at them. Bob will wander over.
The armor?
Yeah.
It's cool. It is white leather armor with a skeleton skull on top.
Nothing weird or added to the armor or the stands?
You can roll for it.
Investigation?
Sure.
Bob's not the best at that. Yeah, that's a 5.
Yep, nothing seems out of place with it. Nothing seems odd about it. It seems pretty normal.
Okay, I'll go look at the oars.
All right.
Are they just paddles?
No, sorry, not those kinds of oars. It's like a diamond ore block and a redstone ore block.
I thought they were oars.
Not boat oars. No, Minecraft oars. But yeah, no, they seem, the only thing that's out of place for it is the fact that you are in deep slate level, and these are stone ores, which should be found higher up. So these, therefore, must have been deliberately placed.
Are they covering any kind of entrance or anything?
Are you gonna dig them up?
Nah, sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, then you don't know.
Get pickaxes.
Yeah, it would take a lot more work without pickaxes.
Yeah, we don't have pickaxes in this world.
Oh, even if we had one, it's too much work for Bob.
Fair.
We could have grabbed them, but we didn't.
Fair. Yeah. Alright, anything else in this room?
Crizis is done.
Cool. We heading back up?
Yep.
Are you, just because you had written in the book to come here, are you doing anything with the book in here or after the fact?
I would definitely look at it in here.
Yeah, in here
gonna
it
write
does
any-
shift to be the shape of the room. So it kind of shifts so that you are looking at the room as if it were on a map.
Okay.
Cool. So you guys head out. Are you guys heading back? Are you guys continuing down your path? The only thing I will note, just because I don't know if I made it clear enough when I was first talking about it, while the map showed a path to here, it was not exclusively that. It was like a generic map. It just specifically had like, okay, cool.
Yeah, we have a general map of the area.
Yeah.
We'll pull it out and so everyone can see it and look at it and
So you have the area you guys started. You have the two areas that you haven't explored that follow the path. There is further north. The map does continue further north. There's nothing distinguishable for a while. There it goes to more mountains and hills, and then to an icy area, and then to more mountains and hills, and then some sort of building extremely far north. And then there is the pond that you guys started in, and it goes just a little bit further south. And it just kind of fills in like a big rectangle of space in between as well.
Well, I feel bad for dragging you all out to somewhere that was uncomfortable for you, so I would be fine if you guys chose where to go next.
Oh, we can't hear you right now on Discord.
Now, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay. So, I mean, there's several places out here that we could go. I mean, there's the two paths. There's the stuff really far north, apparently. Someone built really far out there.
Does anybody have any strong feelings either way? We don't really have any strong leads anywhere. It would just kind of be wandering until we found something.
Yeah.
sorry I was muted. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Maybe start out near here, go north later.
Sounds like a good plan.
So are you guys heading back to the like paths?
Yes.
Cool.
So, yeah.
What path are we going to follow? Were we going to stop back by the barn for anything else?
I think Crizis wants to grab some food from somewhere if he can, just so that he does have a supply, because he doesn't really have any food.
You can have a stack of baked potatoes. There's a lot of them. In the chest in the barn, there's a food chest, and there's a lot of baked potatoes.
Awesome.
Potatoes.
Sounds good to me.
We should also totally grab pickaxes while we're there.
Yeah, you guys can have a diamond, fortune 2, efficiency 1 pickaxes.
Are there shields?
Yeah, sure, I'll give you guys shields. The shields, I think the Minecraft ones, what did I give you guys for those? Was it +3, +2, something like that?
I think it was 1 or 2.
1 or 2? Let's go with 2. Why not?
Because I also could use a normal shield and a Minecraft shield at the same time on top of each
Yes,
other.
you can. No, listen, your defense possibilities are immaculate.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying, like, because I think we had a +3 or 4 because of shields, but it was because of Brokey stacking them.
Oh, that's so right. Yeah.
Was so...
Grokey was the tank.
Yeah, we don't have one of those this time.
No, you don't. I've noticed.
My thoughts currently, just because out of character, knowing the world around where we are. We have the possibility of going up to the building on the mountain. And then we have the other path as well. The other path will also lead us north later. Because it heads in a northern, like it's like north east, I think.
That's the mountain path. I was gonna say, northeast is the mountain path.
Yeah, no, there's northeast and then there's northwest. I know the first, because the far north building was mine. Yes.
No.
No, it's
Hollows.
the other one. Okay. You're right. Mine was to the south. But we do have hollows up there.
Alright. I'm good going either way.
If we're wanting to explore like stuff that's closer first, the mountain is gonna be closer, and then we can go out the other direction.
Alright, let's start with the mountain then.
Cool. So you guys can follow the path up the mountain. It is, I don't want to call it treacherous, but it's definitely not up to code. It has a couple ways off. So you cross the bridge, and there is up a little bit and a door. There is a path that goes to your right, seemingly around the mountain, or there is a path that continues all the way up to the peak of the mountain.
My vote's the peak.
Nothing ever goes wrong at the peak of a mountain.
Peak of the mountain it is.
Wonderful. You guys climb up, and you are zigzagging back and forth up this mountain. At one point, you go under a waterfall, and at another point, you literally take a small bridge over part of the top of the river of it. When you do reach the top, there is a rail to take you through a chunk of mountain that has been carved out. And you can head on through, and as you get out the other side, you are immediately surrounded by about 1 million barrels. As you look up, there is a bunch of like industrial pipes around. It looks very like industrial, like somebody put the time in to make sure that A leads to B and B leads to C and C leads to D, and like everything's organized. It is very structured. There is a stairway that leads up into a building that is inside one of the mountains, like the door's like literally at the side of the mountain. And then there is another section where you can like go into the like industrial buildings.
I want to check out these barrels, see if anything's in the barrels.
Cool. You're gonna take time exploring. You actually find a note at one point that says the beds were here. It's just a little paper in one of them. Otherwise they're just random, like there's 3 stone in this one. There's 2 cobblestone. There's a mossy cobblestone in this one. There's 32 bricks in this one. Just a bunch of like random blocks.
Alright, nothing interesting in the barrels, Crizis is gonna say to everyone else.
Alright, off to the buildings.
Off to the buildings.
I guess.
Are we going industrial or mountain first?
Industrial first, I would say.
You can enter into the industrial building. It is loud with sound as the door opens. However, very organized. There's a clear path for you to follow throughout the building. You are able to like see the machines working and see that they are still functioning. And there's like a couple chests around the area. You can open one and see some extra parts for the machines. You can open another and see just like stone and cobblestone, as if like it's been like growing. Like if you watch it, there's more being put into it by the machine. So somewhere, something or someone is getting more stone and cobblestone. Yeah, there's an office somewhere in the back of the building that you can see distantly, like just like the hints of it as you enter. What are we doing?
Bob looks at it all and I don't understand any of this.
Yeah, I'm not particularly knowledgeable about machines.
And why did you guys come in the building? I don't know anything about machines. Let's go in the machine building. The one that was described to me as very industrial and machine-like.
Yeah, because maybe there's people in there doing things with machines.
I think our ultimate goal is to find people at this point.
Oh, I know. I've gathered.
We've mentioned it often enough.
Yeah, I think I picked up on that one just a little bit, maybe.
I don't think we're going to find people, but
Not here.
We can remain ever optimistic.
Listen, I will fully let you know there are people to find. This building is not the place, though.
I don't.
Cave building then? Should we check the cave building? Or the mountain building, whatever it is.
You guys enter that one, and this is significantly darker. As you enter in, it is like a science lab. There is off to one side, like, a desk with, like, a notepad and a clipboard. Oh my gosh, excuse me. A clipboard, random scribbles on it that are indistinguishable. And to the other side, there are iron bars. That behind you can see a pitch black cave, and distantly hear the clattering of bones and the moaning and groaning of people that are undead. Undead people. You found people, but they're undead.
It's not quite what we're looking for.
No, I
In
don't
the right direction,
know what
though.
we want.
I must say I don't know a whole lot about science.
Would anybody like to try and do anything with the science notes and stuff?
We can read them.
It's a clipboard.
Yeah, I'll go through them.
You've got a fancy book and clipboard. I think you're the best person to try to figure out what these scribbles are about.
Yeah.
No, but Bob, we'll take a look at them.
I mean, you're a doctor, right? Doctors tend to have messy handwriting. This looks like messy handwriting. Maybe you can read it.
Yes, yes.
Oh my
yes,
god,
should
I'm
be
dying.
fine.
Alright, what is Bob going to do to try and read this?
Is it just scribbles?
Not quite. It definitely looks like it might be some sort of language, possibly.
Yeah, Dr. Bob doesn't actually have any utility spells at this point.
No, that's fair. What you can do is you can,
I'm
could
gonna
do like
start
an...
copying them into the book.
Perfect! Roll me a d20. 13. Crizis and Azalea, would you guys mute or deafen for a moment?
Yep.
Let me get to the deafen thing.
Are they both? I can't see. Okay, cool.
Oh.
So your book begins. You start copying down what's in there into your book. And for a brief moment, you have this urge to just attack the player closest to you, but it is gone very quickly. Your book sort of, not quite strobe light flashes, but the words on it what you are writing flash at you. And you get just random tidbits as they flash of experiment gone wrong. Broken. Everything's broken. Something happened. Explosion. Darkness. Just these little blurbs of things that I need you to roll me a... I will let you choose if it is going to be charisma or wisdom, but a save.
Oh, charisma will be way better. Yeah, charisma is +7. That's cocked. That get off the other dice. There we go, 23.
23, awesome. You can feel that as you are messing with these notes, trying to understand them, something is trying to mess with you, but you are very easily able to resist it, even to the point of being able to be aware of it. This dark force that you were hearing about, you may have just found it in these notes in some way, shape, or form.
Excellent.
And your book is responding. You can feel the attachment to your book and the magic in it. There are a couple things that you can do to respond. You can close the book and essentially tell it no. Like, nope, we're done with this, release, that sort of thing. Closing the book is essentially going to be like a reset of it. You can flip to a new page and try and harness the magic that's trying to attack you to try and get more information on it. You would have to do another roll, but you would get advantage on it because you rolled so well on your charisma save and you are able to like understand a little bit of what's happening. Or you can just let the book do its thing and just like watch it unfold.
I'd like to try. Bob's gonna try to harness it. Flip to a new page. Try to get.
Cool. Roll me
D20
D20 with advantage. Luck with advantage.
Luck with advantage. Well, that's a natural 1.
Ooh, it's a good thing you have advantage.
But is it?
What's the other one?
A 2.
Well,
it's not a 1.
It's not a 1. Alright, so you try and harness this magic, and instead what happens is the book just kind of goes blank. You just feel the evil, the darkness, whatever you want to call it, trying to come at you, and when it realizes you're coming at it, it shuts down, it backs off. Your book closes on its own after that page you were writing on goes blank. And you know you cannot use your book for the rest of today.
Okay.
Anything that is in there is currently unusable. You can't do, like, none of that.
Yeah.
Cool.
It needs a nap.
Yes, it does. Now let's
You're
tell
gonna have
them
to send them a
come
message.
back. Yes. Belle, come back.
Or that.
I'm telling Petal. Petal may take a moment. Petal. Petal, 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 petal. I don't have any other way to message you. I'll just do it on every form that I have. We have DMs, private message on the server, in the server publicly. Come back! Petal! 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 We may have lost Crizis. They've died. Goodbye. Oh no. Petal! Oh yeah, we could have tried that. Okay. Petal! Petal, come back!
I'm here.
Welcome back. Did you like the 6 messages I sent you?
I was not sure where things would be sent to return, and then I got distracted with something and forgot to keep checking all the places, but I am back now.
No, you're good. So what Crizis and Azalea see is Dr. Bob look over this and then begin writing in his book. There is, you guys see just the briefest flash of, like, I'm assuming you're paying attention, but his eyes flash black for just a moment before going back to normal. The book sort of has a little seizure, a little book seizure, closes on its own. Yeah, that's what you guys see.
Are you okay, Dr. Bob?
I think everything's gonna be okay here. These notes definitely, remember that evil spirit thingy that was mentioned?
Evil spirit? Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, definitely this stuff's about it and gets its attention and stuff.
Like, what do you mean gets its attention? Like, reading it gets its attention? What's happening here in the room gets its attention?
I got little flashes of, like, there was an experiment gone wrong, and explosions, and things were going wrong, and this wasn't working, and then there was dark magic reaching out.
Interesting. What sort of dark magic?
Unsure.
It just doesn't sound good in general.
Yes.
No,
Is your book okay?
I can't say that does not sound good. It's interesting though, because we haven't really come across anything sinister yet.
I mean,
I love the differing in opinions.
Okay.
We haven't come across anything sinister yet. Crizis having the time of his life with the comfort of home at his in front of him.
So you do you, Crizis. You do you.
I will, thanks.
Cool. What are we doing?
Well, I say we try out some other paths and directions.
Alright, so we're going back down the mountain.
What time of day is it?
It's almost nighttime. It's starting to turn evening.
Why don't we sleep here?
Are beds here?
There are not beds in the room that you are in. You also did not see any in the industrial room.
We should find beds. We don't have
Beds
any with
are
us.
important.
Well, they're very
I
important,
can't
especially
sleep
to this
without a bed.
world.
Um,
There was a whole war over beds here.
yeah, so, you guys know, I mean, with the time it took you to get here, you guys could probably, if you went now, get back to, the group house and get to those beds around the time that the mobsters would start coming. If
Do
you
that.
hurried.
I'm good
Let's
with that.
hurry that way.
Cool. Like I said, roughly at that time you would make it there. As the night is turning and you guys are beginning to approach the house, there is a screech from above you all. Azalea, you know that these are phantoms. They come from not
Azalea
sleeping.
turns to look at the others. You said you had been sleeping.
I'm trancing. I told you before. I don't sleep. I trance. I trance for 4 hours and then I'm good. As long as I'm chill for the other 4 hours.
Azalea points up at the screeching phantoms. Those say otherwise. If you don't sleep for 3 days, those come.
Really?
Why don't we roll for initiative?
This might put a little bit of a damper on my pre-bedtime plans for Crizis.
13.
9.
18.
Cool. So you guys I'll just let you guys go in whatever order you want. The phantom rolled worse than all of you. You guys get to go first.
And the phantom is up in the air?
Yeah.
Cool, fun times.
If I go first, I can give advantage to one of you if you hit it, maybe. So Bob would like to pull out the clipboard and write this thing a prescription for go the hell away.
Great.
Actually, I think it's prescription for get the hell out of here, and it's going to be a guiding bolt as a magical glowing pill bottle flies up and hits him, hopefully. 24 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
I rolled a 17 on the die. And I rolled really good for damage. 20 radiant damage.
Awesome. The phantom just kind of and falls out of the sky in a poof of fire, and before it hits the ground, it has disappeared. Do you guys keep running inside?
Still phantoms, or is there just the one?
Just the one for the moment.
Yeah, let's run inside.
Cool. You guys get inside. You guys are good to go to bed. Azalea. Oh yeah, go for it.
Before I go to bed, I want to kind of take a moment kind of away from everyone else, and I would like to sacrifice a third of my hit points to do a thing.
Yeah, go for it. Can we have just a moment for Azalea and Dr. Bob to deafen so Crizis can explain what they're doing to the audience?
Okay, send me a message.
Will do.
Message, I am getting the death.
Alright, go for it.
Alright. So Crizis is going to take a moment, find a moment away from the other two. And he is going to start doing this ritual, and there's kind of like a black smoke that comes out of him as he's doing it, and it seems to hurt. He kind of like winces a little bit, but not as if it was a surprise to him, like he was prepared for it. And then the smoke kind of coalesces, and in his hand appears another wither skeleton skull. And after he creates it, he just tucks it away in his inventory, and then we'll go and to sleep a Minecraft sleep.
Does he know how to Minecraft sleep?
No, I don't think I do. I'll have to ask Azalea for advice.
Cool. I told them they could come back.
Awesome.
But yeah, don't forget you will have to eat to get that health back.
Yep, that's why I picked up the potatoes.
Fair.
I figured right before a long rest, I have food. The best time to make this sort of sacrifice.
Fair. They should be returning momentarily.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I put that.
You just said the word back.
Yeah, that means come back.
That's what you say.
It is what I say.
I don't think that's correct, but all right.
It is. Jamie! I'm gonna try a different way.
I sent them a message.
While we're waiting, I'm going to go grab a drink because I didn't get that earlier.
Valid.
I'll still be able to hear.
Ah. Jamie, I messaged you. Come back.
Come back, Jamie.
So anyway, how are you doing? While we wait. How's it going?
Things are going well.
You guys are pretty much right where I thought you would be in this world at this point, which is very
Yay.
exciting. Oh, hey, you're back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Just fell back from getting their drink.
No, but that's okay. They can still hear us.
Well, I need to ask Azalea how to Minecraft sleep.
That's so right, you do. Azalea can just teach you how to Minecraft sleep.
Awesome.
Because we know she would.
Yes.
Am I echoing? Yes, I am.
You're not now. The door's closed.
Yeah, not anymore. Anyway, teach how to Minecraft sleep. How does one Minecraft sleep?
So Azalea is going to look at Crizis, point to the bed, and say, "So you lay down on that."
Uh-huh.
And it just happens.
It just
the next
happens?
moment, it is day.
Interesting. I've never slept in a bed before. I didn't know it just happens. Okay, let's do this. Grace is gonna walk over and lay down in one of the probably the black bed.
Cool. Azalea, are you going to bed now?
Yes.
Roll me a d20.
That is a 15.
You lucky duck. Alright. Are you Bob Minecraft sleeping or D&D sleeping?
Minecraft, all I need back is I'm gonna take a short rest and then Minecraft sleep.
Cool. Oh yeah, a Minecraft sleep will not get your hit points back though. Just so you know,
Yeah,
Petal.
I should take a short rest when we wake up or before I go to bed or something.
I feel like Crizis wouldn't realize.
No, Crizis wouldn't.
Would have to
Crizis
sleep
used
first
to-
and then be like, wait, why do I still hurt?
Yeah.
Cool. You guys sleep, you wake up. Yeah, Crizis, you lay down in that bed. The world goes dark around you, and then suddenly it's morning and you are like jumping out of bed almost against your will.
I'm not sure I like this feeling. I prefer my trance, but if this is the way to keep those monsters away, I guess I'll have to do this every so often.
Once every 3 days.
3 days, okay. That means I can trance most nights.
You are also
oh.
still in pain.
I still hurt.
It doesn't heal you. It's if you sleep.
Definitely better.
What type of sleep heals you? No.
No, there is a sleep that you can do. It doesn't require a bed. You just, I mean, I don't know how to sleep because I trance and not sleep. But I just, sit there for a while and then as long as I eat something, I am fine. I heal back.
Strange. That's very strange.
I'm going to take a moment, not for that full amount of time, though. I am just going to take a moment to rest and heal up a bit.
And have some brekkie.
Some brekkie.
Some brekkie.
This is where the cake is, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna
I'll
short
have some
rest,
cake for brekkie.
I will cure wounds you too, so you don't have to use a hit dice, and I'll get the spell slot back on a short rest.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
Nice.
So you get 10, and then we'll short rest from my first level spell slot. Go Warlock!
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
Warlock with healing spells. This is why we like our coffee breaks.
Cool. You guys
Ooh,
are.
Bob needs a thermos, a travel mug.
Okay, good to know. You guys are good. You wake up, you take care of that, you short rest, you get things back. Are we heading? What path are we heading? Because there was more. There was the second path, the way you guys originally went, or there's the other bridge.
Which one will have a travel mug of infinite hot chocolate?
So here's the deal is, you have no clue.
Excellent.
I would love one of those in real life.
Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get pretty darn close to that. I got us a water cooler the other day that does hot water. Instant cocoa.
We had one of those. It wasn't like quite stovetop hot, but it you don't have to wait for it to cool.
Yeah.
So,
That's
your
exactly.
tea doesn't steep quite as fast, but you don't have to wait for it to cool.
That's exactly what I got us.
Yep.
So, the fact that I have like actually probably 200 servings worth of hot cocoa in this house, we have infinite hot cocoa.
And a mug with big eyes on it. Anyway. Back to the game.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Where are you going?
I've made a lot of decisions about directions. Somebody else choose this time.
Bob has the map. The person with the map doesn't decide where we go. I just let you know where we are. And how to get where you decide we're gonna go. But we don't make the decisions.
I feel like that logic is
wanted
slightly
to go
flawed.
the other way.
Sorry, Fel?
We wanted to go the other way, right?
The other way.
Is the other way the other bridge or around the mountain path?
The other bridge.
Okay, cool. You guys head out, you head past the museum, and down the other bridge. It takes you to a little island, and then there's another bridge that leads you towards a house. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. This house is like a cottage. It has a little porch on it, a tower in the back, and then behind the house tower combo, there is a secondary tower that is taller than the first. It is pretty much, so the cottage is stone and wood. The tower attached is mostly stone, but the roof is wood, and this last tower is completely stone. The bottom starts a darker colored stone, and it slowly gets lighter as it goes to the top. Looking at the secondary tower, once again gives you that slightly dreaded feeling.
Is that that's a comforting feeling for Crizis?
This one is neutral for
This one's
Crizis.
neutral. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Not a dread, not really it's just kind of like, that's a tower.
It sure is a tower.
I'm gonna draw a picture of the tower in my fancy book.
Cool. Roll me a d20.
4. Fancy book is not doing it today.
Yeah, no. The fancy book is still recovering. Your drawing of a tower just fizzles out and disappears.
Oh.
It's a little sleepy, and I close it and put it back in the tote.
I love
Are you putting it to bed?
Well, it's just where I carry it. I can't hold it and the clipboard, and I gotta take notes on. It just points a thumb at Crizis.
Fair.
What? You're pointing at me.
Oh, well, yes. Lots of
questioning
things.
taking notes on Crizis.
Are you studying me?
Not per se, but you say very interesting things that we'll have to come back to later.
All right. I guess if you want to.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we won't have a choice.
How ominous! What an ominous thing to say. You people really are ominous sometimes.
We're
I just look over at Azalea like, we're the ominous ones.
Azalea just nods in solidarity.
God, I love this party.
It's so fun.
Alright. You guys going inside the house, you go into the slightly ominous tower.
The edgiest edgelord telling the other kids to chill out.
Yeah.
You guys just need to relax.
Don't know what the big fuss is all about. Alright. Sinister Tower.
Just going straight to it. Nah, normal house. Nah, I don't need that one. Sinister Tower, come here.
As Crizis heads straight for the creepy tower, look at Azalea again. Gesture between us. We're the ominous ones. And I follow.
I know, right?
You guys enter this building. There must have been some sort of soundproofing because the moment you enter, you just hear a bunch of but they sound slightly off. The floor is made of stone, but it is sort of this cracked stone that has this like bluey green sort of sparkly something seeping into the cracks, up the walls to the floor above. You can assume the floor below. There are once again like essentially stalls of villagers. And some of them have this sort of like almost infection looking sort of thing on them where their skin is discolored to be like this blue green, like the whatever you're seeing in the tower. Yeah, there's a couple barrels and chests about, presumably for the storage of villager trading.
I don't have any training to do. Azalea, should we release these guys? Are these guys okay? They look a little less okay than the other ones we saw.
but I'm not sure if releasing them is a good idea.
We only heard the second half of that.
They definitely look less okay. I'm not sure if releasing them is a good idea though. They don't look right.
Alright. We wouldn't want them to hurt the other ones, although the other ones are very tucked away. Well, this tower is not as interesting.
If there are other villages around though, these guys could get there and those guys might not be as protected as the ones that are under.
Stompy. As much as the ones who have Stompy.
Yeah.
God, I love Bob.
He's stomping around. That's what Stompy does.
Also, I don't think I'm being clear. There is a ladder that goes up and a ladder that goes down. This is not the only floor.
I'll look in a couple
Which
of the
direction are we going and who's coming with me?
Wherever you decide to go, we should, I mean, if we're already here, might as well go down the ladder and see what's down the ladder.
Yeah, I don't want to go by myself. This place is creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as comforting to me as the other place you found creepy, but this just seems like a normal place.
I will stick with Azalea.
Azalea looks over at Dr. Bob and makes like a writing motion as a write that down type of thing.
Oh, I know you're taking notes down. That one, you should write that down. Not that I want to tell you how to do your job, but write that down. Cool. You guys head down. This layer is also villagers. They look significantly more altered than the ones that were above. The ladder continues down. How far down do you want to go?
I say we should just keep going down.
Alright, I hear no objection. You head down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. Each level, the villagers look worse off than the one above. The stone around you is less stone-like, and more of this like bluey with green accent sort of... I'm gonna call it a fungus, because I think that is the best way to describe it. It is not a fungus, but if you understand fungus and the vibe that it gives off, that is this. When you get to the bottom floor, instead of villagers, it is a room that is darker. There is this like pulsing glow. In the center of the room is an enchantment table. There are no books around, but you can see the magic coming off of whatever this fungus-like thing is from the walls and the floor and feeding into the enchantment table. Above the enchantment table, there is this, sort of book floating that is sort of like encased by magic.
Is it possible to read the book without touching the magic?
No. It is a closed book.
Okay. Well, something is clearly going on here.
It's very strange.
Can I make an arcana to see if I can figure out what's going on here?
Yes, you may. Go for it.
17.
17. You don't know exactly what's happening. Clearly, the walls, the floor, whatever this fungi is holding magic, and interacting with the table and the book. But you do think that using a spell slot, you would be able to get to the book and around the magic without interacting.
I will do that and go take a look at the book.
Cool.
Read it.
Cool. I'm gonna send you another journal thing. I'm also gonna read it. This book is thicker. It is longer than the others.
Bob will read it out loud since you guys can't get to it.
No, you can fully pull it out of the magic and have it in your hand.
Oh, okay.
By
awesome.
using that
Well,
spell
I will
slot,
still read it.
you now have it. This journal is being written to track the odd rooms found around the world. Room 1. We traveled far north to a small cave along the river. We first noticed an odd glow coming from it, and as dusk fell, and the mobsters began appearing from their hiding spots, digging their way out from the ground, using magic to appear, just stepping out from the cold caves where they spent their days. Deciding a cave would be easier to defend ourselves in the middle of a field, we traveled down. The glow was coming from deep within. We held our swords high and our shields close as we moved into the narrow cave. It did open up a bit, but between the stalactite and stalagmite all around us, we didn't feel safe. Mobsters could jump out from behind them, or secret spots in the ceiling. We followed the glow with 2 lanterns and a staircase. That the dread that filled us was worse than the thought of fighting mobsters. We ran. I remember a dark pulse coming from the room. I wanted to move closer and I wanted to go to it, but we ran. You flip to the second page. Edit. I had dreams of this room. As the beds were taken and I began wanting revenge, I noticed the dreams became more frequent. So I went back. I remember entering the cave without my sword, without my shield, without my armor. It was like I was in a daze. Then I was home. Room 2. The next room I found I was drawn to by the lanterns that surrounded an old farm I'd made. Diving into the water in the center, I was surrounded with the comforting feeling, and I let myself sink further and further into the depths. When it felt like my lungs might explode, I finally fell out of the water and into a dark room. The walls were black, and I stood on the thinnest layer of glass. Under the glass was thick, bright lava. The heat could be felt through the glass and soaked into my bones. The heat enveloped me, and as if on instinct, I removed the table runner and opened the trapdoor in the middle of the table. It opened up to expose lava below. I jumped. The moment my skin touched the lava, the heat was intense and I could feel nothing. As if for just a moment my brain screamed. It felt like my entire body burned away. Then the lava changed to water, and the change in temperature sent me into a momentary shock. I stood in a cold cave as my brain tried to process what had just happened. Then I heard it. A deep rumble from within. With my help, you can now achieve everything you ever dreamed. Room 3. The voice within had become my companion, leading me around the world, building my strength, obtaining new weapons. I carved out the 3rd room with my own hands. The voice, it had asked for more, for another to help. I wanted to help. I wanted to get another, but I didn't know how. The room was large, stairs snaking down into a pit, a simple bed, potatoes, chickens, and a painting. The painting stared back. Behind the painting was a room. The test subject would be required to spend hours in the room. Eyes everywhere. He could be with them, around them, within them. When he entered the world, I put the cat in the box right away. I gave him a parkour course to keep him agile, keep him ready, but he couldn't leave. He was going mad. That was the first step, I think. Going mad. I didn't go mad. But the voice says that's because I'm special. Room 4. The hole was there when I started. The voice said I could finally reach him. When I got to the bottom, I could reach him. I could go through. I could get to him. Black to stone. Deeper and deeper I dug. Down and down and down. I hit the bottom and began building up. That is the book.
Interesting. Did we all get that information, or was it just Dr. Bob?
So Dr. Bob read the book. If Dr. Bob let you guys read it, you guys also know it. If you read over his shoulder, you also got it. I'm assuming it'll be shared.
I read it. out loud still.
Okay, cool. You read it out loud.
I'm very curious about these other rooms. Dr. Bob, are you able to put it in the same way, the description in your book? I know your book isn't doing too well, so maybe not. But if we could get maps to those the same way we got maps to the first room.
We can see what happens. I will pull the book out and I will just copy down all this writing into it and see what happens.
So, would you rather roll each room individually or roll all of them at once?
I think just as once is what I'm going for.
Cool.
Uh, 15.
Yeah. The book flips itself back to where the original map had been made. And in the order you would assume, it gives dotted lines to go to each of the rooms. The first line goes down from the area where you started, just down the mountain to the edge of the river. The second line, aka room 3, heads north, past the first room, past the snow, to a mountain, and the last one heads south, to the giant hill that was on the other side of the pond. That is the furthest south point that is on the map. So you have all 3 of the other rooms to choose from.
I'd say we go in the order that they were written about. But I am up to other ways if other people would like to visit other ones first.
Order's correct. That's probably the best way to do them.
Awesome.
Okay.
I guess we should start making our way to room 2. Wait, well wait, we have already left the main. Sorry, I forgot where we were for a moment. I was just thinking that we should have probably, when we were back in town, made beds that we can sleep where we want to.
The way that if you were following the map, you would have to go back. Each of the lines starts at, like, the main building.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So then we should make beds when we go back. But first, I mean, we've only seen this one tower. There's more to see here. We should check the house at least to see if there's any people around.
You guys and your people. Like, I've let it to be you found 0 people so far, and you're like, what if we find people here?
You know, I would hate to, like, just decide to leave and then find out there was people here all along. We gotta check just in case.
I just think it's so funny.
The longer you go without finding people, the more important it becomes to find people.
I mean, fair.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is correct.
No, we're good right now. Cool, you guys can head up out of this tower. You can head to the main building and the tower attached. As you step onto the porch, you hear another coming from below you. The door is unlocked if you try and push it in and go inside. And you enter into essentially one big room. Oh no. Hold on, give me 1 sec. My thing just closed out that had my information on it. I need to reopen it.
That's just a little bit important.
It has all of my notes with all of the important info. I mean, granted, we've read all the books that I've prepared at this point. So we're looking pretty good on that front. I'm happy with that. You guys did actually go and find and look at all of the books that give you important info.
That's good.
And that I worked hard on. I love writing my little books. I hope you guys enjoy my little books, because I really do.
We enjoy the books, Tay.
Good.
I do enjoy the book.
Good, good, good.
They're very well written.
Thank you. I work hard on them. Okay, my thing is loading. It's being stupid. Please hold. Do you want to stop being stupid for one moment for me? Computer, please? I'm so sorry. It's loading pieces at a time. It is painful. Okay. Okay. We're good now. So you guys can enter the building. As you do, it opens into like one big room. There's like a carpet. There are holes. There's a hole directly in front, like across the room. And then there's a hole to the like right just a little bit. There is a chest and a jukebox. And then there's also stairs to go upstairs.
Also, did we not go up in the tower, or did we do that?
Oh, okay. If you guys went up, the up part wasn't important. It
Okay. No,
just
we're
more
good then.
villagers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure you didn't miss it, but you did say we got all the important.
Yeah, you got the big book important stuff. So, that's the part that matters to me. But yeah. So, room, chest, jukebox, supposedly a way downstairs and a way upstairs.
Let's check upstairs first.
Cool. Yeah, so upstairs is going to get you another open room. There is as you get up to the top of the stairs to the right, there's a way out onto a balcony. And to the left is the way to get into the tower. The tower is empty. It is kind of boring. The chest has just like a little bit of gear, some like food, a shield, a set of armor. This is a set of diamond armor that looks like someone's like personal armor. Because it's really good armor. It has protection 4, it has mending, it has all the enchants. It looks like somebody took all of their things and put it in their chest at their house.
Say we just leave this then. We wouldn't want to steal somebody's stuff if they came back for it.
But why didn't they take it with them is also an interesting question, but I agree we should leave it here.
There
Yeah, should we
are
check
no
the-
people in here.
Yeah, let's check the downstairs then.
Downstairs, so there's just a drop. There is no stairs, there is no ladder. It's just a drop down. Would be easy enough to get out of. But yeah, you drop down and there are 4 villagers wandering around down there. These ones do not look corrupted. They just look like they kind of have some space to be in.
Weird to me that all of these villagers are always so trapped in places. We haven't found any free in free roaming wherever they want to go.
I mean, they would be in villages.
Ah,
We haven't been to a village yet.
that is good to know.
But these guys don't seem corrupted. I guess you could set these guys out if you wanted to.
Is there a good way to do that? We are kind of underground.
Breaking a wall and digging up.
Yes,
Making
let's
a
do
staircase
that.
for them.
I would like them to go where they want to go and not be trapped here. They don't seem as happy as the ones in the cave.
All right, cool.
So yeah, Crizis is gonna do that.
Cool. Yeah, you can break these guys out of jail.
Oh.
You can make them a little stairway up so that they can go up. And they began wandering about. Heading distinctly, all of them move in the direction away from the corrupted villagers.
That's
like, they
very
all
fair.
begin wandering away in, like, their own direction, but it is distinctly all of them heading away from the corrupt ones.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Yeah. That's this building. No people. Unfortunate.
Alright. All good. Should we head back to the main area then? Get our beds and check out these rooms?
Yeah.
Cool. You guys can head back. I will just give you beds. You said you want them. You now have them. Yay!
Can they be colors we want?
Yeah.
Or are they just standard
I'll give that
beds?
to you.
This one is doctor colored.
You can't just... That's not how that works.
Jamie had a business colored bed last time.
Under objection.
I think a doctor colored bed is great.
What color is doctor? give me a closest color that I can identify.
Well,
like color of like hospital scrubs.
So like the blue?
well, it's not quite as casual as cafe, but it's a little more classy than restaurant.
I don't know what that means.
I'm picturing colors like the children's hospital meme.
What?
Do you not know the children's hospital meme?
I
No.
don't, and I'm looking it up right now.
What is happening?
It's
Oh God! That is
Here,
not.
Do I want to look at it?
Yeah, it's
Let me look it up.
Oh God! It definitely just like hits a thing.
Azalea wants
What?
Right?
What?
Like, how did this get through planning?
on Tumblr when this was first posted, there was a huge debate about how it isn't actually a bad design because of color theory and how red is a positive color according to color theory.
It's a horrible design.
I mean, the way that they did it, just like a paint stroke of red, that is incorrect.
In a children's hospital.
It's a horrible idea.
Anyways, that's what I'm picturing for a doctor-colored bed.
Okay. Alright, horror doctor now. Horror Dr. Bob.
White with red splatters.
Yeah, exactly.
It's totally not blood, don't worry about it.
Horror Dr. Bob, got it.
Red is a positive color that lifts emotions.
Horror Dr. Bob. Alright, so we have our bed situated. Oh my gosh, I'm done with all of you. All of you, I'm so done with.
As soon as beds were mentioned, I was waiting for it.
Of course you were. Of course you were. I should have guessed. Anyway, you guys get your beds. Your Horror Dr. Bob bed, whatever color the other two want. At this point, it doesn't matter. They're being overthrown overshadowed by horror Dr. Bob. But yeah.
Look, after a rough surgery, you need a good night's sleep.
Oh my goodness. Alright. You guys get your beds, you guys get your stuff, and you guys are ready to head out to the first area. My question for you guys is, do you want to get started and like go into the first one, or do we want to call it here? We've been going for about 3 hours. Do we want to call it and save all of the other rooms for next time? Either is fine. You guys are right on track with where I want to be. So I feel good about either way.
I'm good with calling it here. I'm getting kind of tired. Like, I could keep playing if people want to keep playing, but I also think this is a good place to stop.
I'm in a place with pedals.
Okay, cool.
So.
Yeah. That's kind of why I offered, because I'm also a little tired.
Yeah, my insomnia just really likes to act up on nights before I have plans.
No, that's so fair. That sounds like insomnia.
Yeah.
So awesome, great. This was wonderful. Our next stream is what? April 20th?
Yes, I remember it because I remember laughing at it when I wrote up the dates.
Nice. Yeah, cool. So we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.